Farrah Sanjari is an Ottawa-based wedding photographer and the owner of Ottawa Mini Sessions, a photography brand specializing in affordable seasonal family photo sessions in Ottawa. She's here to share stress-free tips for capturing back-to-school photos parents can easily do at home. And we're so glad, perfect timing. Farrah, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you on here. You know, it's a big deal. Kids go back to school. They go, we want to capture this moment. Yes. I remember, it was a long time ago, but I remember capturing my daughter's first day at school, like first day ever.
Yeah.
Black shoes, white socks, green dress, lunch bag, backpack. Oh my gosh, and she was just like this. I was like, okay, I got lucky and got the perfect shot because little did she know her best friend was standing beside her. It was like her future best friend.
Oh,
it was amazing. Captured a moment here, but we want to make sure that we can do this time and time again. So you've got some great tips for us, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So first off, we got at home back to school photo tips. First one, easy morning photo hacks. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so first I kind of want to set the scene at the beginning where, you know, it's a chaotic first day of school, right? You're running around, kind of getting back into that routine and such. So the first tip that I have for you guys to nail these back to school photos is the location and lighting is super, super important for this. So location wise, I always recommend actually using your front door. Most of the time it tends to be covered, you know, you have a little bit of light shade there. And the reason I recommend this is because the lighting's really great, but it brings me to point number 2 actually. Which is making this a little bit of a tradition. So choosing a spot that you can actually do this every year.
That's a great idea.
Exactly. So with your front door, you can actually take that photo every year and look back, you know, from grade 1, grade 2,
and
grade 3. Exactly.
Right.
And it's nice and consistent with that.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay.
Exactly.
And usually it's shaded, so you don't have to worry about like harsh light here and shadowing. It's just great.
Exactly.
Okay.
As a photographer, we always care about the lighting, and especially mostly like don't face your kids directly towards the sun too, because you're going to get them squinting in those photos.
That's good.
You also want them to be comfortable in that.
Okay. And next up, what do you have here for us?
Yeah, so with all of this, once you kind of have that scene set, feel free to also jump in as a family into those photos, right?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a great little memory to actually throw yourselves in. Remember that, you know, you're all together in this. It's the first day of school, you're looking back. Whether it's a selfie or feel free, you can also set up a tripod for this too. Those are 2 quick, easy hacks for that as well.
That is really an important tip because, of course, I'm rushing. I completely forgot to bring myself into that photo. I took photos of her, and then before you know it, she was in the class, and it's done.
Exactly.
Don't forget, step into the shot yourself.
Exactly. Family. I find mom and dad are always behind the camera. Yeah, get right in front of it.
That's a great tip. Okay, making it fun for kids. How do we do that?
Okay, a lot of parents might relate to this, but kids don't really like taking their photos sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So my little trick with this is actually adding in a couple of props. My favorite is actually those chalkboard signs where you get to write, you know, your kid's name, the grade that they're in, sometimes their career in terms of that stage that they're at. You can have a chalkboard in there, a planner or a book that's their favorite, a stuffy, but most of the time too, you can make it nice and easy. They're going to school with that backpack, they're going to school with that lunchbox, and by doing this, you're actually giving them something to do with their hands, right? For photos, we're always like, what do we do with our hands, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So by giving them something, they're a little bit less squirmy for that too, and then that way you're distracting them and you can take that shot.
Farrah, that is a great idea. I like that. And accessible for everyone.
Yeah, so if you're not a professional photographer, one thing that you can do that everyone typically has is a cell phone. So how do you take that photo on your cell phone? My biggest tip for this is actually, if your kids are a little bit younger, get down to their eye point. Bend down a little bit if you're able to. You'll see a difference in your photo for that. Make sure that your camera is nice and straight. So especially if you're using that front door, make sure that, you know, your camera is pointed towards, it's not a little bit sideways or anything like that. And then my biggest tip for kids or anyone who's taking photos, count the person down that you're taking that photo. Count down 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're taking it. So that way, you know, they're not waiting with a smile and they know that. And then you can also show them the photo to bring them in on that experience as well, to show, hey, we're taking a photo. Do you like this? Do we take another one?
This is really all-encompassing here. You've thought about everyone in every situation pretty much here, especially for the back-to-school photo tips, which are so important to parents. And I love that tip about Hold up a board, give them something to do.
Exactly.
That's so wonderful. Farrah Sanjari, thank you so much for coming by here. Really great tips. And if folks want to get in touch with you for some perfect pics from you,
yeah, so you can find us at ottawaminisessions.com. We do seasonal year-round mini sessions, and coming up we have our fall minis in the fall. In mid-October, they take place all around Ottawa, which is so beautiful in the fall as well.
Farrah Sanjari, thank you.